To the key officials of the Northeastern Mindanao State University, University President Dr. Dionisio Tuayo, NEMSO Bislig Campus Director Forrester Wilson Pasos, Assistant Campus Director Dr. Franco Pantaleon, our faculty and staff, the proud parents and guardians, and of course to the graduating students, the class of 2024, ladies and gentlemen, maayong hapon. Maayong hapon. My warmest congratulations to the graduating students, class 2024. Finally, the day you have all been waiting for has arrived. Today, we are here to celebrate a milestone in your lives. Graduating is not just about receiving a diploma. It is a testament, an evidence to your perseverance, your hard work and dedication over these past years. It is a moment to reflect on your journey and look forward to the possibilities in store for the future. As you sit there, dressed in your graduation, with caps and gowns, I want you to take a moment to look around. Look at the faces of your classmates, even the person sitting beside you, your family members and teachers, and the people who have shared your triumphs and challenges. Try to reminisce about the countless late-night study sessions, the group projects, the smiles on your faces when you receive your grades, the breakdowns and the time when you almost dropped out of school because you thought there was no way you would finish your degree due to financial challenges. But you did not give up. And now, you are here. These memories are the strong foundation that will last a lifetime. Remember, success is the sweetest when it is hard-earned. You entered this academic institution as individuals, each with your hopes and dreams. After your graduation, you will live as a community, bonded by shared experiences and collective resilience. Nowadays, the world you step into is different from the one you knew when you first entered NEMSO. It is with complex and present challenges and opportunities we couldn't have imagined just a few short years ago. Your batch, the class of 2024, has a unique journey compared to others. Many of you started university during the height of the pandemic, the COVID-19. Despite the uncertainties of the health crisis, you enrolled and showed remarkable adaptability and strength. You have learned how to adapt to new ways of learning and displayed resilience amidst the unprecedented social and economic challenges. Through it all, you have grown stronger, more compassionate, and more prepared to face whatever lies ahead. Today, I am also humbled to be given the opportunity to speak before you. USEC and NEMSO Bislig Campus shared a long history of friendship. And to give you a brief background, as most of you know, this campus used to be called USEC Bislig Campus. It has been part of the USEC family since its inception in 1997, and throughout those years, the external campus became part of the University of Southeastern Philippines, inheriting the challenges and celebrating the triumphs achieved. But as they say, some good things do not last forever. After conducting a study in the institutional analysis of administrative repositioning of the Bislig campus and holding a series of consultations with various stakeholders, including pertinent government agencies, the Board of Regents of USEC approved the transfer of the USEC Bislig campus to Surigao del Sur State University, now called NEMSO. The MUA
campus, and a 4-year transition period allowed the going students to graduate. And just to tell you, this morning, at exactly 10 a.m., the signing of the deed of donation took place at the Bislig campus for the final turnover of all the properties and equipment of Yusef Bislig to NEMSU Bislig campus. For Yusef, the transfer of the Yusef Bislig campus was not an act of letting go, but rather the beginning of a new journey. After months of engaging in research and deliberation, the Board of Regents came up with its decision
to open more opportunities for growth for the passionate learners of the Caraga region, and that includes the province of Surigao del Sur and the nearby provinces. Congratulations to being part of this community who is now given the challenge to propagate goodness and competence for the development of our region. Now, you might all be expecting the typical commencement exercises program, a parade of lengthy and boring speeches from unfamiliar faces you just met. And yet, here I stand before you today, given the privilege to give an inspirational talk for your pre-commencement exercises with the theme, Embracing Innovation, Propagating Peace, Empowering Futures. I expect that at the end of my speech, you will gain something that you will ponder. I vividly recall being in your position when I earned my BS in Industrial Education in 1996 in MSU Iligan Institute of Technology. I was filled with joy for completing my degree, yet apprehensive about the unknown path that lay beyond the familiar face of my alma mater. There was a lingering fear of disappointing my loved ones, but I was excited about the new adventure and experiences awaiting me in the next chapter. Let me take you back to the moment I decided to pursue my studies and embark on a journey at MSU IIT. I had an interview last month with a team from MSU IIT who visited me at USEP to feature me in their alumni magazine. During the interview, I reflected on what it is about me that made my leaders decide to pick me for roles in the top management, middle management, or even as a faculty member designated for community assignments. When I look back, I realized it started after high school graduation when my parents told me I needed to wait for my elder sister to finish college before I could enroll. Receiving that news was a bitter pill to swallow. Yet, faced with the reality of our financial situation, I knew that complying with my parents' wishes was my only option. It was a tough realization, understanding that our family could only afford to send one of us to college at that moment. Then, as if fate had a different plan in store, the result of the MSU IIT admission and scholarship examination arrived. In that moment, a glimmer of hope ignited within me. Despite our financial constraints, passing the entrance exam presented an opportunity. I thought to myself, perhaps this could be my chance to pursue higher education, even if it meant that I had to navigate it without substantial financial support. Having passed the exam, all that stood between me and pursuing my dreams was the fare to travel from Bubuan City, where I am from, to Iligan. And I told my mother that time that I would take care of everything once I get there. Just give me the fare I needed. So my mother sold some of our livestock, like pigs, to scrape together the necessary funds. The money was